Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. If you're in the Eastern time zone, my name is Omar, and we are back with episode 65. I'm excited today. I'm going to go ahead and just show you who we will have on the show for a little bit and bring him on. We're going to be talking with Dellyn Lee. He is in New York, and it says there, need help with the job hunt and love video games. Who does not love video games? We all grew up playing video games, and this is the perfect guy for that. When I first met with him, I was like, amazing, amazing. I love video games ever since I was an 8-year-old. And so we're going to talk to him about that. I'm going to show you guys a clip here of how he does things, and then we'll bring him on. About short 10-second clip from a couple of videos here, and I hope you like it. Amazing, amazing. And then let's go ahead and show the other clip real quick. Okay, this is our guy here.
Currently playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Amazing game by the way. You need to play it. It's a massive universe brimming with potential, but you need the right strategy in order to unlock its secrets. Many play.
Amazing. He already has the mic. Let's go ahead and bring him on. I don't want to keep him waiting. In 3, 2, 1, let's bring in Dellyn to the stage and remove this. And welcome to the program, Dellyn, number 65. How are you?
Hey, man. Doing good, man. Another day, another level, like I always say.
Amazing, amazing. That's awesome. I appreciate you being here today. And awesome. Ready to ask you questions?
And I'm ready to answer them.
All right. And I think we have some people in the audience. We have the wonderful Leslie Flowers. She does a show on Mondays and Fridays. She moved it to 11 Eastern, 1 hour back, so people can view her. Right? She does a lot of wonderful things. And then we have another person in Phoenix, Sharon, who we've met, but we haven't met on video, and hopefully we'll do one day. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's go on to the first question here. First question is, what is your name and where are you from?
Yes, my name is Dellyn Lee, aka Dellyn Digital, and I'm from New York City.
Awesome. So you grew up there and you are from New York and you're currently there right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Okay. What is your favorite thing about New York? I mean, you've been there most of your life, or all of your life, I think. What's your favorite thing about it?
Honestly, it has to be the opportunities. You know, there's so many networking events and so many different tribes in New York. You'll definitely find your place in it, and you'll definitely find a lot of opportunities as well.
Amazing, amazing. Now, when you say opportunities and network, what's something that you can tell us that you've been involved in?
Yeah, so I actually just to make this a little bit short, you know, after I got laid off on Halloween 2024, I decided to press start on myself and just kind of get out there more and just kind of look into more creativity side of things and kind of mix that in with my, you know, career in recruiting. And I just went to more networking events in the city. I'm currently frequently going to 2 on a monthly basis. Shout outs to them, Brett and also Colin. Brett runs NYC in New York City. He runs a few events like that with other creatives in New York City. And also Colin also runs events called For the First, where you also, you know, if you're the first in your family to do something, you definitely want to go to an event like that. And you meet other like-minded people and you level up not only yourself, but others as well. So it's been very, very good. Very good.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. We have somebody in the audience here, Barbara. Hello, I'm not sure who that is. Maybe a new viewer. Thank you for joining us. Although it looks like from YouTube.
Oh, nice.
It says, welcome, Dellyn. Shout out to you. And then we have LinkedIn user. Hello, go Dellyn. That could be anybody. We'll have to find out later. And then she has never been there. Okay, never been there. Okay,
oh,
Barbara
nice.
has never been there.
You got to visit at least once. At least once.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been to New York in 2010, and I saw some shows. I'm a big TV person, and so it was amazing. They were taping back then Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which I'm a big fan of, and nice. A lot with Regis and Kelly show that they had, or Kathy Lee, or it was Kelly actually, right? So that was amazing. Okay, amazing. Actually, there are 15 people watching right now, which is amazing.
Oh,
I,
that's
you
pretty
know,
good.
that's a good number. Okay, now here's a scenario. Okay, you have 3 items, right? And I'll tell you
Ooh.
the question. A solar-powered bookmark, a magnetic spice wand, a pocket-sized mood dial. Which of these 3 would you use and why?
Ooh, if I'm being super critical here, I'll probably pick the last one, a pocket-sized moon dial.
Why?
Because it will help with not only in my career as a recruiter, it'll also help when I'm helping clients on the job hunt. If I could get a good understanding of what their mood is, that kind of would shift the conversation towards a way where I could kind of better assist them. Or honestly, when I'm in recruiting and people might throw me a curveball when I ask them a certain question, their mood dial, it could also assist when looking at their mannerisms and things like that. So I'm very tactical when it comes to items like that. That's a good
Amazing.
question.
Yeah, that's important to you in terms of knowing the mood of the person, right? And see how they
Yeah,
are, their
it's
mindset. They're coming in.
highly important. As
Oh
a
yeah,
recruiter, is highly important.
imagine like coming in, they had an anger or issue there, and they're coming in, and then you're coming in, you're knowing what they are, so you won't be as vile or angered with them, and from there you're able to handle in that situation. But sometimes you can even do that with experience, right? Would you say?
Exactly. It just adds on to, the experience that I may already have when it comes to recruiting. I've been doing it for like almost, wow, I'm aging myself, almost 10 plus years by now. So yeah.
Amazing. Once you're doing it that level, you're just like standard. Like I got this. It
Oh yeah.
doesn't become a job anymore. It just becomes a normal thing.
You'd be
Um,
surprised. You come across some interesting people in different walks of life. So you'll always see something and learn something new.
Amazing, amazing. Can you tell us one situation of somebody or something you've dealt with? You don't have to say the name or anything. That was kind of a difficult situation for you.
Yeah. I could remember one in my past life. So basically, being a recruiter, you talk to lots of different people. In this one role, I was talking to someone, I think from Las Vegas, for a specific role. Now, unfortunately, the role wasn't as cost efficient as I would like, because I did some research on the role, saying to myself, man, we're paying a little bit too low for this kind of thing. But it was still out there. But when I talked to this gentleman, he actually said, man, I wouldn't, why? I'd rather just walk the Vegas Strip. I can make more money walking the Vegas Strip than getting this job. So
Gotcha.
when I heard that, I kind of felt to myself, yeah, that's some good data to bring back to the team, that and plus other things. So he got a little heated with me because us recruiters we're the face of the company, right? When we talk to new hires, they come across recruiters first, and then they go to the hiring manager, and then go from there. So you build that specific bond with someone initially. So it was more information. I told them, thank you, have a nice day. And it just went on from there.
Amazing, amazing. So you were able to handle it. You were able to take control and then take it, and then at the end, you were able to smoothly make a good transition without any issues. Right.
Exactly.
That's
A
how
lot
it
of
should.
a lot of de-escalation when it comes to recruiting sometimes.
Exactly, and that always happens when you're dealing with people, right? So that's something that's important. A lot of people don't know how to do that, and we'll talk more about that later
Oh,
on. Okay, let's continue here. So interesting question. So this show is all about different scenarios. So you don't know
okay.
what's gonna pop up. Ready for the next one? And
I'm ready.
I know why there was 15. So StreamYard has this new thing where you can actually do it with the vertical or with the
Yes.
horizontal, right? And so people like that. You get more views that way, and
Mhm.
I think it's the second time I'm using it, and so that's unique. It pops up. They're like scrolling. Oh, what is this guy on? Let me watch it, and then they switch back. So it fluctuates now. Okay.
I like it too. It's really good. I use
That's
it for
amazing.
my streaming too.
What do you think, Adi? So that's probably who Barbara is. Which, if you know us, please let us know who you are. She's saying, "How was your day going?" And she gave us some kind of I can't even tell what that is. Sunglasses or something that maybe
Right.
emoji. And I'm in Vegas. Was it me? Still showing as a
Oh,
LinkedIn user.
nice.
Amazing. And then, okay. Oh, she said, I subscribed and I hope you have a great day. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Barbara.
Likewise. Shout out.
Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for joining us and subscribing. Okay. All right. Now, here's one because you're a video game person. Okay. You enter a Super Mario game. Which Mario game I enjoy the most and the level? So think of all the Mario games that you've been in or you played. Which one would you participate in and be that player, like a simulation in that? And what
Man.
level? That's because I'm sure a lot of people watching or later are fans of Super Mario.
Man, that's a toughie, but I think I'll keep it simple. It would be, if it has to be Mario, it got to be Mario Odyssey, right? The newest one of the newest 3D Mario games that's out there. I know it's pretty old at this point, but it's the newest one where you could travel to different worlds and things like that with Mario. So I rather do that and kind of go to New Donk City, because New Donk City, it looks like New York City, right? So it would be pretty cool to see the Mario version of like New York City with New Donk City and just kind of walk
Yeah.
around and see the similarities there. That would be pretty cool.
Amazing. What about the classics like Mario 1, 2, or 3? Any of those stand out to you?
Ooh, classics. It has to be 3. That Tanuki
3.
Mario where he's able to like fly up in the air with the tail and just kind of, yes, that's pretty good. It has to be 3.
Which level? The Ice World? Because I'm familiar with that. And then after college and work, I kind of slowed down with the games. That I remember. Would it be the Ice Level or the Giants Land?
Probably a Giant Land.
Giant Land. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an awesome one. That was amazing. So, all right. Perfect. Okay, here's a couple of speed questions here. Coffee or energy drink?
It has to be coffee.
Why?
It's a little bit healthier.
Healthy. Okay, yeah, that's true. And speed run or side quest? I might think you might know this one. On which one?
It has to be the side quest, man. It has to be. I recently made a few videos about why it's important to take side quests and not only playing video games, but also on your job hunt and in your career, because it adds more XP points to you as a person, and you can help multiple people that way. We're in a new age of looking for work, and taking side quests oftentimes level people up. My personal quest, my main mission is to help job seekers on the job hunt using video games, right? Through the recruiter of a lens, right? And when I was recently on the job hunt last year, I decided to press start on myself, of course, and look at other opportunities. I came across Games for Love, which is a not-for-profit organization that helps children with the power of video games through distraction therapy and other cool programs. And I'm also a mentor, part of Amir Savat's gaming community, where I make content, I help people in his Discord community. And that not only helps me as a recruiter, but it just, it fills my cup. Seeing people leveling up on the job hunt and in their careers, it really humbles you in a sense.
Amazing. And we'll talk more about what you do and all that later at the end. So applaud to you on that. I think I'm having some kind of issue with my connection. I don't know what happened.
Oh. Look. Omar.
Haha, I've been trying to get rid of that host.
Whoa.
Finally, I have my own show. Hey guys, my name's Melissa Patrick, and hi Dellyn. So great to have you here. So great to see you. I totally agree. Games for Love and Amir Savat, they're doing great things.
Mm-hmm.
So my show, my question for you, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
What is one Easter egg you found about job hunting that has smashed what you used to believe?
Oh man, that's a good one. I gotta say it's really shifting more into a social kind of aspect of job hunting. Back in the day, it's still happening today. You just send your application, send it in, apply, you wait, and you just hope, right? These days, it's good to be proactive in a sense. And when I mean proactive, I'm saying taking those side quests, leveling up your skills, showcasing your work, and talking about it. By doing that more, especially on LinkedIn, and showcasing what you could do with results, you get more eyeballs on you, which means you get more opportunities to you as well. So that's something that personally helped me, some of the clients I worked with in the past, and I feel like it's going to be changing the way how we look for work moving forward.
All right, I think it's time for me to hop
All right. Omar, I can't hear, but I'm sure the answer was phenomenal.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks,
so somehow you were able to hack it.
So,
come in, Melissa.
what do you think is the best way for people to break into the gaming industry?
Ah, yes. One of the best ways for people to break into the video game industry is honestly, you got to show that you actually exist. And what I mean by that, it kind of relates a little bit to my first answer, but you can't just create something and just be quiet about it. You need to show people that, hey, I'm working on X, Y, and Z project. This is what I could do. Here's my portfolio, right? Or here's the things and the metrics that adds to what I'm actually doing in my career. If it's like, if you're a Unity developer, right? You got to look at ways to how to showcase that towards other Unity developers as well. So you got to be present and you got to showcase that you actually exist. Because if they just see a resume, that's thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people doing that, right? What makes you different from the next Unity developer? And how could you produce results for the company that you want to press start with?
Amazing, amazing. Melissa, somehow you were able to get the link to get to here. How was that possible? And you're doing a great job, by the way.
All right, Omar, I can't hear anything, but so I'm going to drop out here. But
you can't hear me.
Thanks so much for letting me crash your show, Dellyn.
Yes,
so
it's
great
always a
to
pleasure.
see you, Omar, as well. So have a good one.
Thank you. That was the wonderful Melissa Patrick, who was actually on the show. And it was planned and staged. Yes, it was. People were asking, "Where's Omar? Who's that lady?" So it was planned, and appreciate her being on here. I thought you'd get a kick of that because you're good friends with her, right?
Yes.
But it's sad she couldn't hear me. She couldn't hear us. I don't know if that's the case, but I don't know. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, the next one here. What do you think is the best way for job seekers to break into gaming industry?
Yeah, I think Melissa already asked that one.
You did? Okay. I think she put it in. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay. This is a question I ask for everybody. If I were to create a product or concept to benefit humanity, what would it be?
Ooh, if it's me personally or just a generalized kind of thing?
Yeah, you, or if you have an idea, it could be a gadget, could be a video game that can have people. Could be general or it could be
honestly, I've been thinking about this for the past 3 months. It's probably, it might sound cheesy, but it's a video game that helps you understand the job hunt by making it into a game. Like the resume, the LinkedIn, the social aspects, the interviewing aspects of it, and making it into a RPG game. I know it sounds crazy, but it's something I thought about for quite some times, and just really blending in those video game mechanics into like an RPG. I personally love RPG games myself, and just gamifying the job hunt even more for people so they could really understand, oh, this is how you do things. This is the concept of a resume. It's like a character sheet in an RPG game, right? At least I think so anyway. And by having it like that, it could kind of showcase this is how you should do it, and it educates people and also be fun. So making a game out of the job hunt, literally.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, a lot of times people think the bad part about video games is spending 8 hours, but it's moderation. But video games can actually be good in terms of helping people with the jobs, with other things too, if they're done in a way that helps people. But if you're spending 8 hours, like any project, smoking, whatever it is, for 8 hours straight being on your phone, it can be addictive. But it has to be a balance that can help. But I believe, simulations and all this. And I'm actually developing a project or thinking about doing some kind of a show where we're actually simulated people or animated people. And maybe you can be part of that project where it's animated and you're walking around and then you go in and see another LinkedIn fellow. They come and do a voice over that. And they come in and do some kind of a good word to the audience and do series of this, kind of thing. and we're just thinking about developments and ideas. So, for example, I'll get out of my house. I see maybe you, for example, or Melissa, and then I tell her, "Hey, hello. So today, what are we gonna do today? Oh, we're gonna clean up the park, and then we'll do some kind of a network event or some kind of community event where we're helping people in a cartoon fashion, and we'll do the voice. And it could be like series and fun. So that's something that I'm interested in doing. So, and maybe you're interested, but it's still early stages. So.
Right. I like the concept. It's interesting.
Yeah. Barbara saying, "Where did I go?" It was just some kind of fun event that we were doing. And I'm back. I'm glad you guys see. I'm glad Melissa was able to participate in there, but sad she went so soon here. Right?
Yeah, they got me too with that. I did not know that this was happening.
Yeah, I'm a surprise person. I like to surprise things, and so sometimes that happens. Fancy says LOL. I'm not sure who Fancy is, but thank you for joining us. And hearts in that here. Okay. Maybe a good supporter or a friend. Something Maria. Okay. It's interesting how there's a lot of connections. We don't know who they are. Okay. Now we're almost done. So here's the last question. Tell us about you, Dellyn. Who is Dellyn about? And what you are? I know we talked about you in corporate recruiting with video games and helping people out. This is the segment where we talk about who you are. And let me bring you the sound of the here.
Classic. So just to kind of sum it all up, I'm just a normal guy that really loves video games and business. I stumbled across HR and I said, what is HR? Came across talent acquisition and recruiting, and that's really being people focused. And I wanted to kind of blend the two things together. I always just sat on it until something important happened in my life. I'm guessing a layoff on my favorite holiday, Halloween, no less, was that catalyst for me to honestly be here on this show. So, by live streaming, playing video games and giving people advice on LinkedIn sounds crazy to some people, but I honestly feel like we need more video games in our lives because it honestly helps us in multiple ways than just enjoyment, right? It's another way to connect with people, connect with others, and move forward in life. So yeah, man, it's been good. It's been real good. Just a simple recruiter that loves video games.
I appreciate it. We have a few more minutes. Typically, it's about 30 minutes here, so we are about the 25th. So we'll talk for a little bit more. So, what would you say? What got you into video games? I mean, it's something that we've all got into, but what made you make it a career out of it? It's just fascinating.
Yeah. So, in school, I got 100 over 100 on my spelling bee test. And this was when Toys R Us was still around.
Toys R Us. Love Toys R Us.
Yeah, rest in peace. But I decided to go to the store with my father, and he said, pick out anything you want. I came across the Nintendo 64, Mario 64, and I was like, what is video games, right? I was 4 years old at the time. So I got that, I popped it in, and it was game over for me. I said, I don't know what I will do in the future, but I want to do something with video games. Something. I came across talent acquisition, recruiting, and I said, maybe I could be a recruiter in the video game space, right? But I haven't got across that or haven't had a chance to do that until quite recently last year, being a volunteer recruiter. For my college capstone, I even did a whole project. That was like 2014. That I'm aging myself, but that's when I graduated from college. But I did my capstone presentation, which was like a big kind of project that you have to do. If you don't pass it, you're finished, right? I got a solid B+ on it, thank God. But yeah, I did it all about the video game industry from 2010 to 2014. And my friend also build a PC from the ground up for like the same price of what consoles were selling at the time.
Yeah.
And I had this idea where I want to just do something with video games and with my career. And I finally came across something called the Balter theory of taxonomy of player types. It's basically breaking down players into 4 different types, which is basically the achievers, which are the diamonds, the explorers, which are the spades, the socializers, which are the hearts, and last but not least, the killers, which are the clubs. And those are signified with different card suits. And I feel like that our skills correlates into the careers that we have, which correlates into the games that we love to play. And that mixing of the two, it's very cool in a way. And a lot of people resonate with it. A lot of people on my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my newsletter resonates with it. And I've been connecting with other people in the video game space, like actual developers that makes the games, which is pretty cool. And I found my place in the world by doing something with video games, if it's making content or doing volunteer work.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for that. What would you say for somebody who's interested in that but cannot make a career of it? They love video games. What would you say to them in about 30 seconds, and then we'll end it here soon?
Find a way to mix it in with the current skills that you have. If you love writing, you could write different things and different aspects of video games, like do reviews. Maybe if you like creating something, maybe you could create a small little game from UD or maybe Unreal Engine, right? If you're in sales, you could probably talk about the economy in different games and do some hard research with that and just showcase that, right? You don't have to have some kind of job within games to love and enjoy games itself, and once you put yourself out there, eventually you'll find someone that realizes your skills that's in the game industry once you make those connections, and then you can make something stick from there. So just start small, build on it, and then just level up from there. That's how I did it, and that's how others are doing it as well.
Amazing, amazing. Appreciate you being here. And then your last closing thoughts here. We learned a lot about you. Connect with Dellyn. He's awesome. He's in New York City, and he made video games fun. He made actually finding jobs fun with video games. So your closing thoughts before we end it and show everybody who the next guest will be.
I know things are a little difficult right now in the world that we are in today. So I would like to say, reach out, help someone with your skills, and level up together in this new age of looking for work, and start and end in kindness, because a lot of level ups are coming your way.
Amazing. That's awesome. One last user, and I think that is Melissa, actually, with the LinkedIn user. It might be her. And because she's saying, thanks for letting me crash. And yes, Melissa, but too bad you couldn't hear us. That would have been fun. I add a few more words to add, but appreciate you crashing in here. And we have Barbara saying, I like Dellyn's glasses. She likes your glasses.
Oh, thank you. It's my moniker. People know me by the glasses. Thank you.
Barbara, whoever you are, I appreciate you. Just let me know who you are. You seem to know me. So I just want to show everybody. So today we're doing a special with Charles Caldwell. He's in Hong Kong. He's Canadian, but he's there, and he's a leader and a coach as well. So it'll be interesting to get to know him. It's actually going to be tonight at 9 Eastern. And he's a fabulous guy. I met him through Donald Cohen. He does another show. He did 500 shows, and so we connected, and been trying to get this guy for months on. Now, finally, tonight, he'll be on my show. He's amazing. And stay tuned for that. That's the 20th episode. Can you believe it, Dellyn? 20th episode.
Oh,
wow. Of this season. So only this season, 66 total for the entire 4 years I've done it. And that's amazing. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to play the outro. And Melissa, I think, has one more here. Good with love. Great ending, though. Thank you so much. And then the comments keep coming. Okay, let's talk, Omar, for real this time. Absolutely. You have my calendar.
Nice.
And I'll play the outro. Stay with me there, my friend, and play the outro real quick here. And we'll talk for a few seconds after.
Of course.
The outro.